Hey YouTube, I hope that you and your loved ones are well. I hope that things are as well as they can be at the moment. Huge thank you to all of my subscribers, new and existing. I've had a little influx recently and I feel so humbled whenever that happens because I'm not consistent, I'm not fancy. I literally just come on here to do a download about my journey. So I'm really grateful that people find this useful, interesting and take the time to listen. I want to say shout out to Shell, who commented on my second to last video on Sisterlock issues, where I talked about visiting my consultant for the first time after lockdown and the fact that she had groomed some of my locks, and Shell was giving an alternative point of view and saying actually, you know, that can damage the integrity of your locks, and that is a contentious issue. I would say there is lots of arguments to and from, but what Shell also said was she put me on to Yannie the Loctologist, who I have looked at before. I haven't been that in love. Went back and looked again with open eyes after the comment from Shell, and I am in love now. I am a convert, right? So I want to say thanks to Shell, and I'll tell you what I'm in love with. So Yannie the Loctologist is all about the health of us and our hair. So she's not in this for style and fashion. She doesn't style, she doesn't twist, and she doesn't palm roll locks. So I'm quite interested in what she does do. But people go to her to get their locks on track, and she's great. She's really, really good. She's a Rastafarian, so for her, it's a movement. It's a natural thing. It's not for fashion. We grew up Rastafarian. My brother and I had locks when we were younger. My dad's side of the family are Rastafarian. When I told them that I was getting locks, they were very happy. When I explained the type of locks, they were like, "What are you playing at? That's not us. That's not what we do." But obviously, given the fact that this is what she's grown up with, this is what she knows, she's very, very knowledgeable on the subject. And for me, where it has been fantastic is around how I keep my daughter's scalp and locks moisturised, because my daughter, who's 5 and has Sisterlocks, her scalp in parts and her locks became really crunchy and dry. And I've mentioned before that her locks absolutely love rose water, so they respond well to it. But what I found was that I would put the rose water on to style her hair or whatever every few days, and within about an hour, when it had dried up, it'd be like nothing had ever happened. And I was getting a bit concerned because dry locks are not good. My daughter and I have very different hair textures, so I can get away with doing nothing, putting nothing on my locks, and it won't react the way my daughter's does. My daughter and my son's hair, we noticed when they were younger that they had different hair and they need different things. So my hair quite likes aloe juice. I wouldn't say my daughter's hair cares for it at all. So Yannie brought me on to, by virtue of the knowledge she shares on her videos and on her website, vitamin E oil and rose water, mixing them up in equal measure. And I have done that for the last week on my daughter, and the transformation is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable, because it needed more. Now, the reason that Yannie says that vitamin E, that rose water, what a lot of Rastas talk about is oil and water. They say that that's all our hair needs. Yannie says that if you just, oil and water don't mix first of all. But then what she says is if you mix oil with water, sorry, if you just spray water on your hair, once it's dry, it can leave your hair even drier. So rose water, by its composition, what it's made up of, isn't H2O anymore. And there's something about it, and I'm not going to get scientific because I don't actually know, but there's something about that mixture that works really well with oil. And in particular, it seems to be vitamin E oil, which is expensive, by the way. 60 millimeters cost me the best part of £8. This is, just to give you a flavour, this is, how many? This is like 237 millimeters. So it was tiny, this vitamin E oil. I thought they'd made a mistake when I got it. But it's good. It's really good. And it's expensive compared to the jojoba and the sweet almond oil and the things like that. But you know what? It works, and so I'm going to stick with it. So I mixed it. The 60 mils I put into my bottle. I didn't mix it with 60 mils of rose water like Yannie's said. I actually I put more rose water in than that. And I've continued to top it up with rose water because my daughter's hair's reacted so well. It's shining, it's moist. I can leave it for a couple of days now. You know, even when I take it out, I don't necessarily need to add anything. Everybody's noticed the difference. Her locks are behaving different. They're happy now. I don't know how else to say it. They're happy now. They were not happy before. And whatever I was doing was not fixing it. My consultant had said to me, you know, you can grease her hair with light carrier oils. So I'd mixed it with some essential oils like rosemary, lavender, whatever. And that wasn't doing it. It just wasn't doing enough. So I found my way now, and actually just spraying this on every 4 days, if that. And I spray it onto her scalp and I rub it in, and I might spray a bit onto her hair to make it more malleable, but I really kind of focus on the scalp and I rub that in because that's the important bit, isn't it? And it just works. It's working so well. So I think I found it, and I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to mess about. I just want something that works. I don't do too much. I try not to be too fancy or anything with her hair because she's only 5, you know. And I want to keep it nice and simple for her, and we're happy. It works. So thank you very much, Shell. I've been binge watching Yannie's videos. I'm going to keep looking because I've got a lot of time and respect for the origins of this and where it came from, and the fact that this is meant to be simple. I got this to be simple. And I find the Sisterlocks information a little bit contradictory. You know, only use water, only use rose water. Well, if that's the case, why have you got this herbal hair spray thing? Why have you got this conditioner thing that's a thick white thing that people mix and, oh, but that's for mature locks. Well, why can't they use normal conditioner then? Why does it have to be the Sisterlocks one? Oh, because we know what your hair needs. Well, do you know what? So do the Rastas. So do other natural hair specialists. And I do think that you have to do what's right for your hair. So I don't want to put the Sisterlocks, the herbal spray in. I've not heard that it causes build-up, but I don't want to use that. And I don't want to use the conditioner thing either, to be quite honest with you. I do want to use the oils and the rose water. I also, for me, what works really well is the aloe vera oil. Sorry, yeah, I like aloe vera oil. There is an oil. But the aloe vera juice, that works really well for me. My daughter's hair didn't care for it. So I do think it's a little bit about trial and error. It's obviously about trying to avoid build-up. It's about trying to do too much. But I just cannot follow people who say that all they need is water. I'm not saying they're not telling the truth at all. I'm just saying it doesn't work for me. And you could actually drive yourself. Yeah, my cat, he's got no respect for the fact that I'm filming. You could actually drive yourself a little bit nuts trying to do what other people do, knowing that you're not having the same result. So I wanted to share that. Loads of videos out there on it, guys. And it seems to work for people who have got locks. Now, I know Sisterlocks and traditional locks are not the same. I know they're not maintained the same. I know there's a need to vary and do different things. And I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to conflate the two, but what I'm saying is that there are good to be taken from different people in different areas, and that's what I'm doing. So shout out, Shell, thank you very much. I love the comments. I love it when we have different points of view and we can debate respectfully. I love learning. I love learning, and you've taught me something. So thank you very much. I hope you're all well. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.